even before Erland Halaand, the Norwegian sensation, made his move to Manchester City, it was widely known that he would break records. He was considered one of the most significant rising stars globally, with discussions about which top club he would choose. Considering Manchester City's recent triumphs and his father's history with the team, it seemed destined for Halland to join City and help them secure the coveted treble. Erling Halaand made an enormous impact in his first season at Manchester City, unlike any other player in the Premier League's 31-year history. His role in City's treble-winning season was unprecedented and remarkable. Haaland, the 22-year-old Norwegian forward, arrived at City from Borussia Dortmund with a strong reputation from his impressive performances in the Bundesliga and earlier stints at RB Salzburg and Molde in Norway. Additionally, his family ties to the club, with his father Alfie being a former City player, added to the special connection. However, no one expected the incredible impact Haaland would have on City and English football. He kicked off his league debut with 2 goals against West Ham, sparking an unbelievable season. The numbers speak volumes. Haaland scored a remarkable total of 52 goals across all competitions, the highest tally ever achieved by a Premier League player. His contributions left an unforgettable mark on the club and the English game as a whole. Despite joining a team with great attackers, Haaland exceeded expectations in his first 10 months at Man City. What stood out was Haaland's joyful attitude on the field. Despite the world watching him closely, he played with a smile, showing his love for playing for City. He also had a strong drive to improve, aligned with Pep Guardiola's football philosophy. Haaland's stats were impressive. He made the most off-ball runs into penalty areas and sprints in the Premier League for City. He also formed a great partnership with Kevin De Bruyne, receiving 8 assists from him.
De Bruyne, there goes Haaland, he's on his way again.
But Haaland's success isn't solely due to De Bruyne or other talented teammates like Grealish or Silva. He's improved his game since joining City, becoming more patient and making better runs in the box to score crucial goals. Otto Addo, a former player and Haaland's mentor at Borussia Dortmund, believes Haaland grew as a player in Germany. He scored more goals using his right foot and head and enhanced his off-ball movement in both attack and defence. Addo and Haaland keep in touch occasionally, and Haaland even gifted some of his former coaches after a Champions League game between Dortmund and City this season. Addo admires Haaland's hunger for goals. He recalls instances when Haaland would score multiple goals in a game and still be dissatisfied when substituted. This drive to keep improving is what sets Haaland apart. Haaland's most lethal finishing has been inside the penalty area, where 11 of his 36 league goals have come from the 6-yard box, according to data from The Analyst. During his remarkable season, Erling Halaand achieved several incredible milestones. He set a new Premier League record by scoring 36 goals in a single season, including 4 hat-tricks, surpassing the previous record held by Andrew Cole and Aaron Shearer. Only Dixie Dean scored more in a top-flight campaign. Haaland's impressive performance also made history at Manchester City. His 5-goal spectacle in the Champions League match against RB Leipzig marked the most goals scored in a season for the club, breaking a long-standing record set by Tommy Johnston in 1928-29. In addition, Haaland achieved 6 hat-tricks across all competitions, matching the combined total of all Premier League players. He notably scored hat-tricks in 3 consecutive Etihad League games against Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest and Manchester United, a first in the top-flight league. Haaland set multiple Premier League records for the quickest player to reach 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35 goals. His incredible impact left fans and pundits struggling to find enough words to describe it. Haaland showcased a wide variety of goals, from close-range finishes to towering headers, acrobatic leaps, powerful shots and explosive runs. His unique talent kept defenders on their toes, with his remarkable goals against Borussia Dortmund and Southampton displaying his extraordinary athleticism rarely seen before in English football. Erling Haaland's approach to breaking records was remarkable. Despite the world's attention on him every week, he often played with a smile, showing his love for football at City. He combined this joyful expression with a strong desire to keep improving, aligning perfectly with Pep Guardiola's football philosophy. Haaland's relentless effort was evident in his off-ball runs into the penalty area, making 349 in the Premier League, the most by any player. He also recorded 515 sprints, the highest among City players. Haaland quickly formed a great partnership with Kevin De Bruyne, who provided 8 assists for him in the Premier League, the most by one player to another. Upon joining City, Haaland promised chairman Khaldoon Al-Mubarak that he'd do everything to help win the Champions League. With the league and FA Cup secured, he fulfilled that promise. His outstanding season earned him top individual awards, including Football Writers Association Player of the Year and Premier League Player of the Year, with over 80% of the votes. He also won the PFA Player of the Year award, but it's still unbelievable he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. There is a bit of controversy regarding this reward. Haaland was instead rewarded the Gerd Müller Trophy as compensation. Erling Halaand has always been about scoring goals, since his early days playing football in a small Norwegian town called Brein. When he was 16, he moved to Molde FK, where he played in Norway's top league under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the former Manchester United manager. That's where his journey to becoming a top player began, and he continued to shine at Salzburg and then Dortmund and now at Man City. Alf Ingvi Berntsson, who coached Haaland during his youth in Brein for 8.5 years, still watches all of his games. He sees the same qualities in Haaland as when he was a young boy, scoring lots of goals and enjoying the game. Haaland's move to Man City followed his father's footsteps. His father, Alf Ing, was a former footballer at Nottingham Forest and Leeds. His mother, Gry-Marita Broad, was a Norwegian champion in heptathlon. When Haaland was young, his father didn't interfere much, letting him enjoy the game and grow in a safe environment with friends. But as Haaland's talent became evident, his father guided him on how to adapt to a professional football career. His dedication to the sport has always been noticed by teammates and coaches. Ilkay Gundogan from Man City mentioned Haaland's punctuality at training, and Jack Grealish praised his professionalism in diet, treatment and recovery. During his time at Dortmund, Haaland even had a personal trainer to keep him in top physical condition. His approach to the game and his commitment earned him the Football Writers Association's Footballer of the Year with an 82% vote, the highest margin in Premier League history. With Haaland's remarkable work ethic and talent, more achievements and records are expected in his career. Many believe he's destined to become one of the best players globally. Overall, it was an incredible debut season for Haaland.